Here we go. This is what I was looking for. It's a soundbite. Lisa Sylvester, correspondent at CNN, last night on The Situation Room. Listen to this.
Until last Friday, Holmes was known as an outstanding student enrolled in a PhD program at the University of Colorado. He received a $26,000 research grant by the National Institutes of Health, funded by taxpayer money. That worked out to a monthly check of about $2,166. While receiving that grant funding, over the last several months, Holmes also received a high volume of expensive deliveries to his home and work. This receipt dated July 2nd shows he purchased a tactical assault vest, a pistol magazine, M16 magazine pouch, and knife for $306.
So the guy couldn't get into a gun club. But the federal government and all the brightest minds in academia didn't see any red flags with this guy. I mean, look at here. Till Friday, he was known as an outstanding student enrolled in a PhD program. Federal government grant. Hey, maybe Obama's right. Even the Aurora shooter got a government grant. He didn't buy all those weapons without government help. You didn't do that. You didn't do that by yourself. You didn't make that happen. Government made that purchase possible. Government bought you those guns. Well, folks, I mean, what are we to conclude here? Guy didn't have any money. He gets a $26,000 grant, starts receiving all this stuff in the mail. All these academics think he's a brilliant guy. But the gun club guy didn't want any part of it. And who is being portrayed as the idiot in this story is the gun club guy. Well, I've seen stories of gun club guy as sort of a, he's backwards, a little bit of a hick. And the only reason they think that's because the guy runs a gun club. And these people, who would want a gun club? Why would these liberals, I'm telling you, they can't imagine what a gun club, target practice. Who does this, they ask. Let's see, here's James Carville. Same show, Situation Room. Wolf Blitzer says to Carville, should the president and Mitt Romney heed the advice of the New York City mayor, Michael Bloomberg, and start talking about serious gun control, James?
The reality of American politics is the NRA has a very dominating presence in Washington and somewhat around the country. And I don't think that between now and Election Day there's going to be a lot of discussion about gun control. In places like Ohio, Pennsylvania, Virginia, to some extent even Colorado, this issue is not a decided issue. The people that advocate gun control have not been as effective as the people who fight these laws, and it tends to play out in elections. That's the reality of American politics. That's just what it is.
Yeah, and it's been that way now for 12 years. I'll never forget one of the debates between Al Gore and Bush. George W. Bush. In that debate, Al Gore came out against gun control, started talking about how he believed in the right to own weapons. I was watching this and I was stunned, and I said, what have I missed? His supporters were probably shocked and stunned as well. What is he talking about? Well, he knew. And then we had in 2004 John Kerry dressed up like a hunter in camo gear, walking into some bait shop, I think in Ohio. Is this where I get me a hunting license? So Carville's right. He's warning the Democrats about don't go to gun control. Doesn't matter what happened here. It's not a winning issue for you. The American people don't blame the Constitution for what happened.